Welcome to my little wood shop.
Work hard, get dough. I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have. I go hard, do what I need to make it last. They say the good die young, I hope I'm back. Cheers to my past.
Today we're gonna, I've really enjoyed making toys for kids, and it just gives me a lot of pleasure when I see the kids take something that I made and they're playing around with it, and it's just a lot of fun for me. Anyway, today we got a request for some more of these airplanes, so I thought it'd be a good time to take it step by step. Basically what I do is I cut the wings and the wheels out of a piece of 1x6 and then the body out of a 2x6. And today we're going to go ahead and batch out some of these airplanes for some local kids. And yeah, let me take you step by step and I'll show you how I do it. The first thing I do is figure out my material. And on the airplane wing and the wheels, I'm using 1x6 material. And I've got some 6-footers that I can just lay long ways on my CNC machine. So right here I got 72 inches, 5.5 on the height. It's going to be single-sided, really easy to do, 3/4 inch thickness. We'll start at the left-hand corner right there. Standard setting on as far as the cutting, and we'll hit OK. What's going on here? The tool cutting depth will exceed the material thickness for the following tool pass. Okay, we're going to get rid of the existing tool pass because I'm going to do a new tool path with a bunch of them. So we'll delete that. Excuse me. Okay, right here we're gonna, so there's our wing. Now I need to make multiples of this wing. So we'll go ahead and see how many we can fit on here. Let's go right here to array. And we're gonna do, I think we can fit 6 of them on here. So let's try 6, rows 1, offset between them. Let's see, the Y, X, Y, Z, X, Z, Y. Let's try that one. I think it might be the wrong direction, but let's try it. Okay, that was the right direction, but the gap wasn't good in between here. So let's undo array. Now we're going to go back here and we're going to, this offset on the Y is going to be 0, but the offset on the X is going to be 1 inch. And that should leave a gap between these wings. Let's go ahead and copy that. And there you go. You got a 1 inch gap between each wing. And that'll give the tool a little room to go through there. Now what I noticed right off the bat is 6 of these did not fit on here. So we're going to only be able to do 4 of these. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight these 2, delete them. Then I'm going to, we need to put as many wheels in here as we can. Each airplane takes 4 wheels, so I don't even know if I'll have enough. I'm going to try to do, let's see, 4 of them, so 4 times 4. Yeah, I need 16 wheels. Now, I'm going to do these wheels a little smaller than my last wheels, so let's close that. We're going to create a circle. The diameter of this is going to be 2.5. And you can see right there. So I'm going to move this to where there's a lot of wasted space with these wings. I should try to figure out a way to, yeah, let's start over with this wing. Okay, we're going to actually, because there's a huge amount of wasted space here, so what we're going to do is we're going to delete those 3. We're going to copy this one. Then we're going to paste it. Then we're going to move it right about there. Now what I'm going to do is rotate this completely around. So I'm going to hold it right there and I'm going to turn it all the way around. That looks pretty good right there. It's a little off. Let's fix that. That's pretty good. Now what we're going to do is move this up into this spot right here, so we can maximize how many wings we can put in here. So now, if I took both these, copied them, copy, and then paste. Now if I grabbed them, I could just put 4 of them right there. And I've got a lot more room on this board for wheels. Okay, so we've kind of maximized our material right there. Now let's see how many wheels we can put on here. We're going to be 2.5. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to highlight this, maybe move it. We don't want it too close, but I guess that's good right there. Now what we'll do is we'll array this one. Array. Let's see how much room we have. We have quite a bit of room. So the gap, we'll leave the gap at 1 inch. And let's see if we can put 8 of them in there. And copy. Okay, that was good. So I could actually put 1 more. So let's undo that. Undo array. Go back and we'll make this 9. And go ahead and copy. There we go. So we got 9 wheels in there. Now we need 7 more to make 16. So we'll close that. We'll go back up to the circle and we'll come over here and we'll see if we can fit one right in here. Perfect. Okay, now we need 7 of those. I don't know if it's going to make it. Let's array. And right up here we'll change the 9 to 7. Hit copy and it made it. So that's perfect. So right here we've got a 1x6. We've got a 1x6 with 4 wings and 16 wheels. That's perfect. So now we'll go ahead and do a toolpath. It's going to be a simple toolpath. We're going to highlight all of them. We're going to do a profiling toolpath. Let's see, bits and bits. I think we could use that bit. That's okay. That's an 1/8 inch bit. And because of how deep we're going, we'll go ahead and do 2 passes outside the line. We don't need any tabs because I'm going to change the depth. And what I'm going to do here is use to cut these out. This way I don't cut into my spoil board on my CNC machine. What we'll do is we're going to make this 0.65 as our depth up there. And we got our passes outside the line. We don't need tabs because we're not going to cut all the way through. And we'll go ahead and just leave that as profile. And there we go. Cut all those out. Now, there's another thing we need to do. Let's go ahead and close that. We're going to go back over to our drawing tab. What we need to do on these wheels, we need to have a slot for the axle. So we're going to go up here to circle, and my axles are 3/8 of an inch, and in decimals, 3/8 is 0.375, so we'll put 0.375. Now we'll come over here to the center, plop one in there, and we'll plop one up here too. Pretty easy to do. It automatically kind of tracks. As soon as you see that little dot, it tracks it into the center of that object. So we only have basically two toolpaths for this. We've got the profile toolpath and then this toolpath for these axles. Okay, back over to the toolpath. I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm not going to cut these all the way through, but basically on these wheels, we don't need to cut them all the way through, but we'll cut them the same depth. So we'll go ahead and highlight all these, hold the shift key down and select each one of these. That's the one thing with little toys, cars and trucks or whatever. It takes a lot of wheels. Okay, now this is going to be a pocketing toolpath, and we're gonna change this to that other bit because since I don't want to change bits, so we'll go ahead and select this bit, and it's a bits and bits right there. Select. We'll get rid of the other one, and we're gonna go 0.65. Actually, we're gonna go a half an inch, 0.5. That's enough for the. And we're going to do 1/8 inch bit. Let's do 2 passes on here. Okay. Offset, all that can stay the same. We'll just leave it as pocket. We'll put axle next to it so we don't get them confused. And calculate. Okay, there's our toolpath for the wings and the wheels. Now we're going to go ahead and save this to a USB, and then we'll draw the body. Okay, next up we need to create the body of the plane, and we got to find that body. Let's see, plane body right there. There it is. Okay, this is going to be a simple one, but we need what do we need? 4 of these. So what we need to do is change the material on this. We're going to use a 2x6, 6 foot long, so we'll put 72 inches. All that can stay the same. Thickness is the same. Left-hand corner, top of surface. Okay. Now we're going to highlight this whole thing, and we're going to array it. We're going to leave a gap on the X of 1 inch. We're going to, we need 4 of these, so we'll change the columns to 4 and copy. And there's our four planes right there. We can get another plane out of this actually, so another plane body out of a 6-footer. So we'll go ahead and put 5 of these. That way we'll have an extra body for later on, and it fits on the board pretty good. Okay, let's close that. Now we're going to use a different bit for this body. Well, let's see what we got here. White side RD 5100 down cut spiral. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're going to close that. We're going to delete all these toolpaths and make a new one because we just added 5 more planes. So we'll go ahead and highlight the body, go up here to Profile Toolpath. Now we're going to use this this other bit. It's a 5100. See if I can find it here. Right there. Now this is a big bit, and I like to use this because basically I can cut down through the whole 1.5 inch board, and I don't cut all the way through. So we're going to cut 1.25. We'll leave a 1/4 inch there. We'll do 2 passes, and we'll just hit profile. We'll leave it as profile and calculate. So there's our body. Now what we need to do is go back, and we need to cut these axles. Now what I do on the axles is these are, because I have I want these axle holes to be bigger than my actual axles that I'm using, so the wheels will spin really good through there. So I'm going to use the same bit, which is a 1/2 inch bit, and we're going to cut down through there. So let's see what that happens here. We need to do a pocketing toolpath this time, and we need to use that same bit. So let's get that 5100 here. It's nice if you don't have to change bits all the time. Where's the 5100? Right there. Okay. Basically, we're just going to plunge this bit down. And we don't want to go all the way, so we're going to go ahead and do 1.25 inches this time also. 1.25. And we'll get rid of that other bit that's there. And because we're just plunging down through there, I'm going to change these passes to just 1. Hit OK. And we'll calculate this. Uh-oh. Something happened there. So what happened is I had the body highlighted at the same time. So we need to delete that one. And yeah, so we need to just have these. For some reason, I had the body highlighted. So we'll go ahead and highlight these again. All these axle holes. Go back up. Pocketing toolpath. It's got the bit, it's got the depth, it's got the offset. We can just do 1 pass. It's going to smoke when it goes down through there anyway. And we'll go ahead and put axle hole body. And calculate. Okay, preview all toolpaths. So there you can see that body with the axle holes in it, and then the wing will go up on top of there. Okay, let's save this to the USB, and I'll see you over at the machine, and we'll start making this airplane. And there you go, some cool little airplane toys for some kids to bang around. The nice thing, the thing I like about these wood toys is, you know, they don't cost a lot to make, and the kids can really, you know, they can really bang them up and have fun with them. I did get a request for some more of these little airplanes, so I'm gonna probably, I didn't glue any of it because I want to be able to, if the kids want to take them apart and paint them, or, you know, a lot of times I'll sand these a little bit before I give them out. But yeah, some little airplanes made on the AVID CNC. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. I appreciate everybody that watches the channel. And please subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you next time. Later.
Work hard, get dough. I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple.